The media published fake house party news. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. Let's have a look at this article from ABC News. Now, yesterday we were discussing perhaps Queensland might enter a lockdown because of the coronavirus case that was found of public transmission. And the media was just going on and on about how this guy apparently had a house party with 25 people. Now, people mentioned in the video I did on that, because the article we were reading, they headlined that. That was the headline, that it was a house party. And then in the article, they're saying, oh, the government's stepping away from it. People were mentioning, yeah, it's been corrected. The police have said it was only 5 people, only his housemates. Now, I'm not surprised that the media is just running with it, because it's clicks. It gets people emotionally angry, and they want to punish this person. How dare he have this party? And it goes with all the stereotypes people have of young people. That's what's most worrying. It's just the outrage mob that you could see on Twitter and Facebook, people wanting him to be punished. The media just running with it. So, let's look at this article. COVID case party claim a misunderstanding based on information from the man, Queensland Health Minister says. When a Strathpine man in his 20s tested positive for COVID-19, authorities reported that he threw a party for 25 people while awaiting his results. But less than 24 hours later, it was found that was not the case, and in fact, he was at home with his 4 roommates and 1 other person. The man in question, who is currently in the Brisbane hospital, has asked for privacy, saying the situation has caused him a great deal of stress. Yeah, you don't blame him. This is the thing. Who's going to get tested if you think you have it? You're not going to, because you're going to be pulled through the media and they're going to tear you to shreds. And then every bloody person is going to be calling for blood because you had a party. Because everyone is turning into a Karen, or a lot of people are turning into Karens. Want to put the boot down. This is how it begins, everyone. Okay? This is just how it begins. So how did the authorities get it so wrong? Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? Health Minister Yvette Diarth said the original information came from conversations between the man and contact tracers after he was first diagnosed. We were told at the time there were 25 people that attended the residence. We needed to investigate, track down those 25 people, and get them into quarantine. She said upon further investigation with police, it was found that had not been the case. What we've identified through the investigation and what police have found, thankfully, it was not 25 people. It was his housemates and I believe 1 other individual. They are checking whether that other individual was in breach. Or whether they were in and had any contact with this individual or not. I mean, what? Oh, look at all the people lining up. Wow. Okay, I guess people are happily doing it, happily complying. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe we're not that rebellious here in Queensland. Maybe we're all nice little well-behaved people. So mistakes not unique to Queensland. Huh, no. Look at Victoria. So, she said she found out on Sunday morning that the initial information about the party was incorrect, but could not clarify exactly where things went wrong. Whether it was a misunderstanding at the time, or what it was, I can't tell you. But that is what the health officials who originally spoke to this gentleman when they first picked him up, that is what they understood had been said, and that had to be acted on quickly. It was important information that we put out based on the fact we had at the time. So, we've seen this happen in a number of cases around the country where health officials have had to act based on the health advice given at the time. She said yes, and well, look at what happened in Victoria. Look at what now we're having a civil action, class action against the Victorian government and health officials because the chief health officer was felt pressured because she had a press conference coming up, so signed to lock away a bunch of people. We voted for this, everyone. This is the power we've given our leaders. Line up. Behave. She said health officials worked with information they initially received from confirmed cases. When clarification occurs, after that, and there's been some changes along the way, she said. When asked if the Queensland government would apologise to the man, She said the situation was unfortunate, that action was appropriate. This is the information received from this gentleman himself when he was first picked up by the health officials. Now, whether the health officials misunderstood what he said, I was not there, I did not hear the conversation. I'm very pleased that the information shows we do not have 25 people out there in the community potentially at risk. This is a good outcome, a much better outcome than we thought had occurred yesterday. In a statement, opposition leader David Fully suggests rushing to conclusions will lead to mixed messaging. Honest Queenslanders with rising anxiety deserve an end to the clumsy communication we've seen from the past fortnight of the state government, he said. Wow, that's the first thing I've actually read with our opposition leader here in Queensland. Were people at the House allowed to be there? I mean, why are we even asking that? We've got no restrictions. People are allowed to be everywhere. It is understood one of the 5 people at the House did not live there permanently, but has been classified as a housemate because he'd been there for a number of days. An investigation by Queensland Police concluded on Sunday afternoon found no evidence any occupants of the house breached health directives. It's probably a boyfriend of one of the roommates. Can't even have people over. What is happening to this state? What is happening to this country? Bloody hell. The health minister said it was vital people self-isolate while awaiting their COVID-19 test results. We do remind anyone who has undertaken a test that when you go home, isolate yourself, she said. This situation should happen by not just not letting people in your home, but also isolating yourself from everyone else in your house as well. So, there we go, guys. The media just ran with the story. It was a mistake. You know, they're not apologizing. They're not saying it's wrong, but it's just adding to the fear, adding to the anxiety. Maybe it was done on purpose. Maybe I'm getting too cynical here and skeptical of these people, just to keep everyone on edge. But think if the police did an investigation, if someone was allowed there and in your house. This is what's happening in Australia. What do you reckon, guys? Would you get tested if you were sick? Would you line up there for maybe getting dragged through the media? Or would you just stay at home and not tell anyone? Probably just the flu. How could you know? As always, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content that I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Aussie Broadband. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.